Hello everybody and welcome to another slightly different ASMR video on my channel. I hope you guys are all doing very well. Today I wanted to go through my video game collection. It's something that gets requested a fair amount by people in the comment sections and stuff. I will preface this to say that I don't have a huge amount of video games in physical format. I tend to buy more online, so through Steam or the PlayStation Store, stuff like that. But I've got a few to go through with you today, so we're going to do that. And hopefully you guys will find it interesting and relaxing. So, obviously, first one you can see is Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I haven't played many Mario games. In fact, this is the first one I've ever played in my life. I've never played one of the 2D Mario games, and the Wii U is the first Nintendo console I've owned. I have played a little bit, shall we say, a tiny amount on the SNES. One of my friends had it when I was younger, and that's it. Never played a GameCube. So this is it. Really liked Super Mario 3D World. It's a lot of fun. I know it's got really good multiplayer, but I've never actually played that, to be fair. I've just played through single player, and it's one of those Nintendo games that's just really well made, you know. No one can complain about their first party games. They do them really well. And yeah, it's just a really solid game. I hope in a few years' time, maybe less than that, the Wii U goes down to a quite a cheap price and people can actually pick up games on there, because the Wii U's not really known as a great gaming console, but it does have some really good games on there. And it'd be a shame if they're kind of consigned to history and not that many people get to play them. So that's Super Mario 3D World. Let's move you over here. And next up we have Xenoblade Chronicles. This was also a little bit of a weird one for me to pick up. It's a very kind of Japanese RPG, and something very different for me personally. I've played a fair amount of it, but it actually requires you to play a whole lot of it to actually get the kind of mech that you see here. And I haven't got that far in the game. I don't know if I ever will, so we'll have to wait and see. It's a good game though. If you wanted something which was going to last you a long time, Xenoblade Chronicles, probably the one for you. For what I played of it though, it's really enjoyable. It has a huge world within it. The story was pretty decent, enjoyed that. I don't know how much it's going for nowadays, but if you wanted something to, tide you over, that's good value, very good value prospect from there. Imagine kind of like a kind of cross between Skyrim and Mass Effect-ish type of thing. It's science fiction, but it's a big open world with lots of quests to do and a huge kind of city as well. So yeah, that's Xenoblade Chronicles. And next up, if I actually just have to adjust my pile slightly, because for some reason it's not in order, which was silly of me. But here we go. Many people would be familiar with this one, I think. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. I'm playing through this game at the minute on my channel. Really, really enjoying it. First Zelda game I've ever played. It's fantastic fun. It's very clever. It's also exceptionally frustrating at times. If you watch my series, you'll know. Usually my own incompetence, not the game. But yeah, genuinely love Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I am so hyped for Breath of the Wild. I've pre-ordered a Switch, March the 3rd. Can't wait. I kind of am imagining Breath of the Wild similar to Wind Waker, big open world. The difference is you ride a horse, not a boat. That's kind of how I imagine it. If they give me that, I'll be pretty happy. I haven't finished Wind Waker yet, but I'm going to finish it before March the 3rd, for sure. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. That kind of concludes my Wii U games. I don't have a lot of them, to be honest. I came to the Wii U fairly late, and it's expensive, quite honestly. Excuse me as I just rearrange my pile. Yeah, the games are still really expensive. Zelda was only about £20, but the other games, it still cost you like £40-50. Nintendo first party stuff just does not come down in price, and honestly it kind of puts you off a little bit. That's why I hope in a few years time it will come down in price a bit. Next up we're going to go for Xbox 360. Before I had a PlayStation 4, I owned an Xbox 360. It's a fantastic console. I'm not someone who prefers Sony or Microsoft. I think they both make fantastic consoles, and I think we're very lucky to have both of them manufacturing consoles, because they keep each other on their toes. I love Battlefield. Battlefield 2 was more my jam than 3. Bad company, but Battlefield 3 is a good game. I love that kind of multiplayer, total carnage, vehicles, ground assault, everything like that. Great. Yeah, and obviously graphically, pretty amazing looking as well. So, yeah, there's not much really else to say about Battlefield 3. Can't remember completing the campaign of it very much. I'm sure it was good, just don't remember it. But I don't know. I'm sure it was quite good. I remember Bad Company 2 being really good. I really loved the multiplayer on that as well. It was great. Let's just move this over. And next up we have Forza Horizon number 1 on the Xbox 360. I love me some driving games. Forza is really, 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 really good. It's the Horizon series anyway has always been really good. I actually didn't play 2, so I played this one and I got the recent one, number 3. I got that on PC. It's amazing. It really is. I keep meaning to get the DLC, but I keep forgetting. But it's really good. Big open world, loads of places to drive through, great kind of set pieces and things like that you do, these kind of staged events, and just the number of cars they have in these games is unreal. The licenses, things like that. I've always been a big kind of sports car fan, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and it's awesome to just drive around in those, muck around in them. Not done much multiplayer stuff, but I love the single player stuff. It's really, really good. It says it's better with Kinect sensor, but somehow I doubt that. And finally, we've got what is my favourite Xbox 360 game. It is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a masterpiece of a game. Absolutely no doubt. I've owned it 3 times now. Xbox 360, PlayStation 4 and PC. And I've never regretted purchasing it on any of those machines. It was incredible what they could do with the Xbox 360 at the end of its lifespan. The game looked amazing on there. Obviously it looks better on PlayStation 4. Obviously it looks better on PC. But 360 was an incredible version. It was the pinnacle of the machine. The last game I ever brought on 360, the last game I ever played on 360, and I think it was a fitting send-off as well. Obviously nowadays it's all about the online section of the game, but back in the day, the single player, I loved it. I really did. Still enjoy playing the online stuff. The heists, in my opinion, were the best multiplayer event or game I've ever played. They were magnificent. I don't think we'll see any more of them in Grand Theft Auto 5 because I think they're making Red Dead 2. The people who would be doing that anyway. And I think we will see some heists in Red Dead 2 online, which is very, very exciting, without a doubt. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, what a game. I remember the hype for that. It was something else, that's for sure. Okay, so now we're going to move on to PlayStation 4. Mostly PlayStation 4 is the kind of stuff I've got. I've had a PlayStation 4 fairly close to launch. I got it a couple of months after launch. And really enjoy it. It's a great console. First up, we have Dragon Age Inquisition. Love this game. It's great. I plan to do another video on this actually. Not the actual game, but something a bit different. I love the Dragon Age series. Origin, number 2, Inquisition. Fantastic games. Well worth playing if you're into that kind of fantasy style. A la Skyrim, things like that. Elder Scrolls. Just really, really solid. I don't think they get the recognition they deserve sometimes, these Dragon Age games. Origins is just mind-blowingly good. I remember picking that up. I brought it off Amazon, and it had really good reviews on Amazon. And it was for 360, I remember. Was it PlayStation? No, I don't think so. I think it was 360. And I just wanted something to... I think I got it when Mass Effect 3, like in between 2 and 3, and I wanted something to tide me over. It's made by the same people. And I just took a punt on Origins and loved the game so much. So much, in fact, that I was actually very late getting Mass Effect 3. And then I played Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition on PlayStation 4. I've got it on PC and I'm slowly playing through it on PC because I haven't played the DLC yet. And I want to do that because I just love the story. But I'll get around to it one day, for sure. Highly recommend that game if you're after something like that. Trials Fusion is just one of the most fun games you can have, especially party game-wise. 4 players, just utter carnage. Ranges from just really good fun to blindingly frustrating, but very, very challenging. If you enjoy challenge, Trials Fusion is a great game. Always loved the Trials series. Originated on Xbox, I believe. I don't know if this was the first one on PlayStation. I have a feeling it might have been. But really, really good game. Like it a lot. Okay. Next up. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I like Call of Duty games. I'm not afraid to say that. I like the campaign. I don't play the multiplayer. That's it. This one I think had Kevin Spacey in it. I think I'm right in saying that. Is that the one with Kevin Spacey? I have no idea. But it was a good game. If it is the one with Kevin Spacey, it was good. The one this year, Infinite Warfare, that was really good as well. That's got Jon Snow in it. Destiny. Those familiar with my channel will know that Destiny is one of my favourite games. I love the loot grind on it. I love the setting. I love the story. Yes, it's got a lot of problems. I know. Everyone knows. It's a game where I think if they get it right, Destiny 2 could be a groundbreaking experience. I hope so. The Taken King DLC is really good. It's worth picking up the whole package for however much it is nowadays. It comes with all the DLC. Even if you don't play any of the multiplayer stuff, it's still really, really good fun. Especially with a friend or something like that as well. So yeah, really recommend it. I think when the guys at Bungie left Halo, people were a little bit kind of anxious about what they were going to have and what they were going to do, but I think they've kind of blown it out of the water with Destiny. I hope Destiny 2 comes to PC. Hope. Because I like PlayStation 4, but my PC's better. Okay. The Division, again, kind of similar to Destiny. But what I love about The Division is the setting. I could walk around that New York City for days, and I have, actually, to be fair. But, yeah, I love the loot grind, everything like that as well. But I just love the atmosphere it has. This kind of apocalyptic effect that isn't Fallout, so it isn't hundreds of years in the future. It's kind of like as it's happening. For those who don't know, the story is about a virus which goes off in New York City, starts to spread around the world, but New York's the epicenter, and basically it's been taken over by gangs because people can't control it anymore. So many people have died, and you are a kind of secret agent who is tasked with restoring order, I guess. It's really good. Again, like Destiny's got its faults, but I think the core game is really good. Survival DLC, really, really good as well. Not so keen on Underground, and there's another one coming out soon which might not be my cup of tea, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Next up, Final Fantasy XIV. Bit of a different one for you, or for me. I picked this up very early on in the PlayStation 4 lifespan. Fancy playing an MMO. This was here. It's actually really good. Storyline is utter bonkers, but that's JRPGs for you, isn't it? It looks amazing though. The scenery is breathtaking. Combat's pretty good too. I enjoyed it, but never really got that far in the game, to be completely honest. What kind of put me off was the fact that at the time I had it, you had to pay a monthly subscription fee, and I've never really liked that too much. I know Elder Scrolls did do it. It doesn't anymore, but it does if you want to get extras and stuff like that. But I think this may have gone free to play now, but I'm not too sure. But it was good. It was really good. I know the DLCs are supposed to be really good for it as well, so if I had the time, I'd jump back in, but unfortunately, I don't. Okay, next up we have Bloodborne. I'd never played Dark Souls, ever, and I jumped into Bloodborne, and I beat the first boss without dying, and I beat the second boss without dying, so Father Gascoigne without dying, and I beat the third boss only dying once, and that's probably my proudest achievement in video gaming. I didn't play any more of the game though, because I just got too frustrated with the whole dying, going back to a bonfire, everything respawning. I know that's the point of the game. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad mechanic. I think people really enjoy that level of challenge. It's just not for me though. If you're on a time limit, I'm not really on a time limit, but it's just I want to make some progress. I don't want to play for an hour and be in the same area. So yeah, once it started getting really tough, I bailed out a little bit. It's something I'd like to go back and play. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 3 on PC, and it was pretty much the same thing, really. In that I got to a certain point and then just didn't want to go on any further. I love watching playthroughs of it, though. I love watching really good players at it. It's certainly a challenge, that's for sure. I don't know if I'd get Bloodborne 2 if it's got the same kind of system. I'd think about it. Okay, The Last of Us. What can I say about The Last of Us? It's a great game. I'm going to be honest and say I haven't finished it, and I don't intend upon finishing it. I know it's a great game, I just didn't enjoy it that much. I don't know, it just didn't quite click for me. I know that's weird. I should like it. I maybe want to go back to it one day, especially before Last of Us 2. But it just didn't quite click for me, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, but it's really good. The story's good. There was just something about it that I don't know why. I played the multiplayer a fair bit as well, and that was good fun, but I'm not sure why. It just didn't quite resonate with me in the same way as other games did. But there you go. And next up, a kind of a similar game like that, but Shadow of Mordor, I really do want to finish, actually. I'd like to get it on PC and finish it there, but I have to wait to see for a sale or something. Another game which I should love because it kind of combines Assassin's Creed with Batman. I love both those games, and I love the Lord of the Rings setting. Nemesis system, obviously really good, but yeah, I don't know why. I just didn't get around to finishing it. Something must have come out. I don't know what, though. I can't remember. But great game, and it surprised a lot of people because a lot of people thought it was going to be rubbish, and it turned out to be really, really good. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for this video, for watching this video. If you've got any questions or anything like that, I'd love to know. I could also do a video on my Steam account, go through games on there if that interests people as well. Happy to do that. It's nice to do something a bit different as well. So thank you so much for watching as always, guys. It's been my pleasure. I'll catch you guys next time.